TikTok, grab your clocks, big ones, small ones, weird ones that talk. We're diving into the world of time. Welcome to Clock It or Not with Crony. Bum 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 bum. Shiori Novella here at your service with the lovely and beautiful, gorgeous Crony. Hi, Goldmeister.
Hello. It's awesome being able to... How do I explain this?
You move so gallantly, so beautifully. Wow.
I am just jumping up and down in excitement.
Yeah, you're crazy.
I'm just crazy like that. Ooh. Ooh.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it. Okay, so today is the Rate Your Clock stream. I mentioned this to you like quite some time ago, but I don't think I went into detail. I just thought it'd be funny to have a stream dedicated to finding people's clocks and judging it. And any thoughts on that?
I think that's a wonderful idea. You know, everyone's clocks come in different shapes and sizes, and I'm very interested to see if there are any unique clocks. Usually all the clocks are, I don't know, quartz. And yeah, quartz is basically the only clock I see most of the time. So
you don't
if
see
I
like
can
wooden
see
clocks
any
or anything?
clock, wooden clocks?
Yeah, you know, like the cuckoo clocks or something. You only see like fancy hardened clocks.
Oh, I've always back at home when I was a wee child, I had a cuckoo clock, and that was pretty cool. But I feel like not a lot of people have that nowadays.
It's probably too old.
What about you?
For me, honestly, I'm at a point where I just use my phone as a clock. I don't use like the manual ones. I mean, I have like the sunrise alarms, but they're obnoxious, so I forget to use them.
Sunrise alarms? What is that?
So basically, there's this type of clock where it will display a light and it'll ease you in. Basically, if you don't have windows or a light that comes in through your windows, people use that to simulate sunlight.
Oh, that sounds like a total pain in the butt, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I ignore it. But today's gonna be an educational stream. That's right. We're gonna go over certain types of clocks, and we'll be breaking it up with fan submissions of clocks. And then hopefully you guys learn about the unique clocks out there. You got big clocks, small clocks, disgusting ones, and like, you know, some really neat, unique ones. So,
yeah.
The first one, I'm gonna have you guess what this is. It's okay if you get it wrong. Like, all of these are kind of hard anyway. So you can just like guess about it. What do you think this is? Like, do you know any famous type of clocks? You can make up a word for. Yeah! You're so smart! Look at that!
Oh my god.
She's timeless! So yeah, this is the Big Ben, or also known as the Elizabeth Tower. You can find it in... Yeah, I mean, I think it was made around the time. Named after Elizabeth Tower in 2012. It's 315 tall. I'll be honest, I don't know anything beyond like 6 or 7 foot. So I can't really imagine how tall this is. And this is in the Palace of Westminster. And it actually burnt down in 1834. And then a new palace was built to feature
What a coincidence! Because everything is burning around me right now.
I'm so sorry that you tried to cook and a little fire started. But
Yeah,
I appreciate you making the time to be here. It's okay, it's okay.
Thank you.
You can room up with me in like Minecraft.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. But anyway, I just find it very interesting how it was burnt down.
It's okay. We can get like a water bucket, or you can just let the firemen deal with the fire. But for now, you're just like chilling at the park, I assume, relaxing, being all cool.
So, wait, I'm thinking. So, the new palace is basically the ship of Theseus. Is it really the same palace?
If it's because it's rebuilt?
Yeah. Is it really the same palace if everything was almost completely burnt down and they had to rebuild basically everything?
It's more like a mimic, honestly. I mean, what they probably do is like whatever was left over, if it was able to be salvaged, that's what they did. That's what, like, they call it recycling. So yeah, that's the Big Ben. That should be the easiest one to guess here. And then the next one...
Downhill.
Yeah, it's just gonna go downhill from here. I mean, this one's pretty. Can you make a guess on what this may be called?
Oh... I saw this in Shrek.
Yes,
Shrek
go
clock.
on. It's the Farquaad clock? The Shrek clock. It's Shrek in time.
Yeah, it's like wherever Shrek was set in.
Yeah,
Shrek
in his
clock.
swamp, I think.
No, like they had. I think it was based off of like a European place. I think. Yeah, I played Power Wash, and there was something similar to this.
Oh man, I still need to play that level. I stopped watching Shrek. I just can't keep up. The last thing I saw was someone sent me something, and it's like, it's never ogre or something. That's all I remember.
Really? They said that? I thought that was a meme. I only watched up to Shrek 2.
Well, I don't think it's canon. It's just like some of my friends have crap taste and stuff.
I mean, I thought that was just a meme saying like, oh, it's all ogre now. Like, oh, I'm...
Well, we gotta make it official.
Yeah, maybe in the new one. Okay, but where is this?
So this one
Netherlands.
is... I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this, but this is made out of 3,000 plants. It's a flower decoration, and naturally it's gonna be like when it's not freezing. And they change the flowers depending on the season. So this was made by a gardener. It doesn't really have a specific place because you can kind of find this anywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure like Disney has a version of this. So this is called La Horloge Fleurie or something.
L'horloge fleurie.
Oh, what beautiful, potentially French or European language you just spoke to me. So pretty.
I think it's French, honestly.
Oh, bonjour.
Oh, bonjour, comment ça va?
Oh, she's so wonderful. I actually think French is really pretty. What?
I mean, I think it's pretty too. I just asked, how are you?
Oh, amazing, now that you're talking to me in French.
That's all I know. That's
Well, can you say like your crayon is blue?
Oh, what? A crayon bleu.
I like it. I think
bleu.
Oh, she speaks so well to me.
Oh man, it's just so scary being quizzed off the spot.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Actually, I do have a quiz after this. But anyway, next one. It's okay. That's for the people. This one's pretty common. I did see this in the fan submissions. This is also shown in like that art gallery. If you were familiar with it, can anyone guess what this one is?
Dali.
Yeah, it is a Dali clock. So Salvador Dali. This one's actually called The Persistence of Memory. It's all about melting clocks. And he basically said that he induced hallucinations to imagine all these clocks, and that's why he made these, because he was off his horses.
Oh yeah, oh he was definitely off his rockers, but
he made good art
he's
though.
Got style.
Yeah,
oh, he made super good art. He's like the
Yeah.
father of surrealism, basically, but he was definitely on something.
Well, he made some great work out of it. And like for all those fan artists out there, we don't condone it, but we bet that you make really good art too, regardless of being sober or not sober.
Yeah, but don't be off your rockers like he was. But then again, he had some really awesome mustache. Like, have you seen it? It's crazy.
Do you like facial hair?
Uh, uh, oh, I wouldn't know, but you know, I mean, if they can kill it, then they're killing it.
Are you being nice to those who have facial hair?
I mean, like, you know, I think facial hair, if you have
you
it
hate those?
and you look good, no, I don't hate it. If it looks good, it looks good. But if it doesn't look good, don't
Just,
stick
like,
to
your
it.
face.
Shave it off. Give up.
I understand. I tolerate those with facial hair. You do not have to shave for Shiori to look at you and be like, oh. But I prefer a clean, shaven anime guy face.
Oh, right, yes. I mean, you know, I'm open-minded. If you look good in it, great. If you're worried about having a baby face, sure, keep it on. But then, if your facial hair looks like, I don't know, it looks really bad. It looks like, I'm not gonna say it, but it looks really bad. Then, you know, shave it. Don't stick to it, because it's over.
But how do you know if it, like, what if they think it looks good, but other people think it looks bad? Like, how would they know then? Are you gonna go up to the face and be like, you look hideous, you should shave it off?
No, I wouldn't say it that explicitly.
Then how would they know?
If I know them, if I knew them, if I didn't know them, then I'd just say, you know what, live your life, I guess. But that if I knew them, I would come up to them. If I knew them well, I'd be like, shave it off. But if I knew them as an acquaintance or something, I would say, hey, has anyone told you that you're, like, about your mustache? Has anyone told you about their thoughts on your mustache or your beard? What they say? Did you listen to them?
What if they start crying the moment you say that?
Well, see, that's the thing. If they're gonna cry about it, then obviously people have said things, and I would just respond to them. Yeah, see, maybe you should listen to the people around you.
We should do like a facial hair or no facial hair sort of war at some point.
I'm honestly open-minded. I'm so neutral about a lot of things in life. I feel like it's hard to do a versus.
Good point. Well,
right.
well, it's good that you're open-minded. She sees nothing wrong with the way people look unless you look hideous. So
yeah,
that's pretty
if you
good of
look
you.
bad, keep it off.
Yeah, or just like mow it for them.
Yeah, anyway, Dolly was killing it. Next clock.
This one's a little bit difficult, but there's like a little symbol there that could be useful. Do you recognize the little symbol on that tiny clock?
Looks like a zodiac symbol, honestly.
Yeah, it is. So this is like the bigger version of it. But someone created the Prague astronomical clock, built in like 1410. It actually details about like the position of the moon, the sun, and like all the zodiac. And there's a legend about the maker of this. They said that he got blinded, so he could never make a copy of this clock. But he got pissed off that he got blinded, so he tried to break it. But then someone repaired it. So that's just the
really
legend.
Messed up.
Yeah. There's actually a few
Why'd they do
clocks up
that?
here. They just didn't want him to make any other clocks. They hated his clock, thought it was pathetic and weak. Didn't like all the tattoos on it. Said like, bro, Master Heinous? That's like heinous. Gross. Put away your clock.
Ha 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 ha.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Santa
that's
Claus.
so funny.
Thank you. I hope that you give me something for Christmas. I've been waiting like 10,000 years.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh my god, I think that made my day.
That's good.
Oh.
Because I think the fire's
So
gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you know, honestly, the fire kind of ruined my day, but then after you said that, it's just so memorable. I just can't. Oh my god, that's so funny.
There.
Oh!
I'll beat the fire out for you with all my jokes. This one's a crappy clock. It's not really called a crappy one, but I hate this clock.
It's like abstract.
Yeah, so this clock's confusing. Basically this one is the the Mengen Lehur. Basically, it has all these lights. It's gonna blink a certain amount of times. And depending on the row it's in, it's gonna tell you like the minutes or the seconds and the hour. It's ridiculous. No offense to Berlin. I'm so sorry, Berlin people.
No, actually, all the offense. What's wrong with them? Why'd they think that this was a good idea?
I don't know.
Oh, what?
I don't know. But I hate this clock. I can't read this. It's just so much more. It's like too complex. Maybe it's just an artsy clock though. But anyone like this? Or I'm so sorry if anyone's from Berlin. I'm sure that you're great. I don't know what happens in Berlin.
I don't know. Like, I really like Berlin in Money Heist, but then, yeah, you know, Berlin, like, that character was so awesome. But then this clock, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It looks like a safety hazard sign, except it's a clock. What the heck?
Or like
are you
the
talking
train
about?
signs. So would you, out of 1 to 5, out of curiosity, like, how much do you hate this clock, or do you like it? Obviously you don't like it, so...
Oh, 0, obviously. Like, what? This is so bad. What if I get epilepsy or something while looking at the blinks or something? What if I get a seizure?
Would this be like more? Is this less entertaining than the Neil Breen movie that Gigi had us watch?
Yeah, next clock. You know, it's like, it's what an interesting life. What?
All right.
What an interesting life.
All right, Berlin, put your clock away.
What an interesting life. Yes.
Put your clock away.
Just get this thing out of the way. What is this?
Yeah, this one's like a scientific clock. So, this one is Clock of the Long Now. This is still being built actually. So it's not like an old ancient clock. This is supposed to last for 10,000 years. And they have like different bell sounds. So it's gonna make a different sound for each day of that lifespan. And this is just a prototype, but apparently West Texans are making this for whatever reason. So would this be an interesting clock? I actually don't know how to read this. I couldn't really get a good picture of it. But yeah, it's gonna last 10,000 years, so it's gonna still be around for you, Crony.
That's great. It's just that people are not going to be around for 10,000 years. Oops! Spoiler alert! Just saying though, guys.
Oh no. I can't believe you just spoiled the ending of this this archive.
Oops, my bad. It's just that humanity is not going to last 10,000 years. I'm so sorry.
Won't you be alone then?
I feel like...
Well, I mean, you have like some of the gods, but like, would you be sad if too many people were gone? Because that means like less time to goof off with you.
Less people to admire me.
Yeah, exactly. You need them to serve you.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. They don't need to serve me because I'm serving every day, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, this is... Why are they building this? Like, does Texas want something unique? They already have something so special about them. Why do they need to build this?
What's special there? Don't they just have like cows? Cows are like, yeehaw!
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, Sandy's from Texas too. Sandy.
That's true. Maybe Sandy built this. 1 through 5 or 0. Do you like this clock at all, or you think it's pathetic and disgusting?
I'm feeling kind of optimistic for this one. Maybe like a 3.
It is meant to last a very long time, yeah. Supposedly they're gonna build like a 200 feet tall version of this inside a mountain. I don't know why a mountain, but it's gonna be in there.
Maybe they want alien civilization to find it. Okay, this is weird.
Okay, what do you see here exactly? Is there anything of interest?
Very sexy pair of appendages.
Yeah, got some legs. So this is the
For
Clyde
days.
clock. As you can see, it's very tall. It's also known as running time. Made in 1999, and it chimes only once a day because this is supposed to be like the perfect meeting time. I don't know why, but it is. It's about 20 foot tall, and that's pretty much it. It's about time flying away or running away.
Time flies and running away. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Ha 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 ha. Aha! Oh, I'm going backwards. Aha ha ha ha. Sorry.
I like this
It was
though.
just so clever. Yeah.
Oh,
I like the
Wonder 5.
design.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's also kind of reminding me of like a stupid or goofy version of Attack on Titan people, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, because they got really like
The
they got
legs, yeah. Like the way they run is like so goofy and dorky, and you just kind of want to trip them. So Wonder 5.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one that runs exactly like this with its like arms like to the side like an anime girl.
Yeah. What would you give this
know
as a
what I'm
rating?
talking about, right?
Yeah, like
this
the little
one,
silly
yeah.
dance.
Yeah. Like, oh no, and then the arms shaking to the side, back and forth.
Like the
You know what I'm
feminine
talking about, right?
jog. Yeah.
Yes. The I'm late for anime school jog, if you know what I'm talking about.
With the bread in the mouth, except it's actually a human.
Yes, okay, I'm so glad that we're on the same page. But I'd rate this 3.5.
Oh, it's better than the other ones. Is that better than Attack on Titan, or do you think this is not as good as Attack on Titan? Based on what
well-
little you may or may not know.
If it actually moved around the entire plaza, maybe I
Yeah.
would give it a 4 out of 5. I feel like that would bump it up by 0.5.
Oh, yeah,
if it
yeah.
can actually run.
If it had like sentience and like it maybe kicks people, that would be like entertaining for you.
Ooh, kicking people, that would bump it up to another 0.5. That would be a 4.5 then.
Maybe we can contact Radio Clyde then to update this. Get them to commission George again. Okay, well that's pretty positive of you.
Yeah, I'm pretty
this
open-minded.
This one is kind of like very simple, but like if you're into a certain franchise, you might like this one.
Assassin's Creed Ezio di Auditore.
Sure, we can go with that. This is actually called Old Joe, and you can find this.
To.
No, it's actually for Tolkien's Lord of the Rings people. So if you're a fan of that, basically he was in the hospital for like quite some weeks, and this was just out there and for him to see at all times. So that inspired him to make like the Eye of Sauron, or at least that's what people think is the inspiration for it. So that's Old Joe. It's pretty simple. Do you got anything about Old Joe, or is he too old for you?
Old Joe, I don't know. England really loves coming up with all these like Big Ben, Old Joe, Young Sam.
They're really proud of their clocks, you know? Big Ben's just like, they're just so proud of how big it is. And Old Joe's just like, he's been around for so long.
Yeah, but he hasn't been around for that long, is the thing.
I guess compared to you, considering you are timeless. So yeah, Old Joe's not as old, huh? Maybe like infant Joe at this point.
Like at least Big Ben, there's a bit of well, what the frick is it called? Alliteration?
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, it is.
But Old Joe, it doesn't really flow is the thing.
Well, what if it's like maybe Jack Joe? Or Jacking Joe.
Jack Joe.
Yeah, or jacking, yeah. Would that be something that you approve of? If it has the alliteration in there?
You know, maybe in the old times, yeah, that might sound pretty cool, but then with the updated context that it has nowadays, I feel like that's not really as good.
Really? I think the kids these days would be hip with it. Or whatever you call
the
it.
kids these days are
yeah. I mean, like, they're
too...
like skibbity, skibby-doo. So it'll be like, hey, what's up, Jacking Joe? How you jack today?
I don't know. That sounds kind of... You know what? That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. What am I saying? You're right.
That's
that sounds
good,
so
that's good. So you don't seem too impressed though, but like out of 1 to 5 then. Any tips for old Joe here?
I think old Joe should start coming up with, you know, less humanizing names. You know, just call himself Jomantha or something legendary.
Ooh,
so that people
modern.
wouldn't just say... Yeah, because right now it just sounds a bit too familiar, and I'm uncomfortable because we're not that close right now, so I don't want to call him Old Joe. I want to just call it Jomantha.
I understand. You have boundaries with this, and Old Joe is just not doing it.
Yes.
This one. What do you think about this one? Although you actually can't really see it, and there's no like better angle. What do you think of this?
Looks like a mausoleum.
Yeah, it kind of does. So this one actually is the Tower of the Winds. Sounds very fantastical. This was made by like a Greek dude. So basically, the outside is sundials, and the inside is a water clock, and it's supposed to have like an hourglass component. I can't really imagine it, because I feel like you have to have a certain like view of it. But it sounds fancy. Any thoughts on this?
I'm not sure how the water clock works.
Yeah. Do be confusing because of the Greek. I think the fact that it's a little bit complicated, I would give it less votes. A low rating. What about you? Do you like it just for the aesthetic, or are you more of a function kind of gal?
Well, considering how old it is, because if it's allegedly around 100 to 50 BC, then you know, they were being extremely ambitious by putting in sundials and a water clock and also having a wind vane at the top. So it was definitely ambitious, and for that effort alone, I would give it a 3.5.
That's very kind of you, actually. I did not expect that. It feels kind of like
I know.
an art project they screwed up together. Just smacked in some water, put a wind vane, and called it a day.
Yeah, definitely ambitious, I'll tell you that. Also, I like how not intimate it sounds. Tower of the Wind. It sounds like a Legend of Zelda reference, too.
It also doesn't look like that
sick.
tall of a tower. It seems kind of like, you know, it's an Ike tower. It's okay.
Yeah, it seems kind of friendly. What the heck is this?
This one looks like a fancy clock. Personally, it reminds me of amusement parks.
Clock.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. And there's like another view of it. You got like the little jester-looking icons.
Yeah, it looks like it's being lynched or something.
So this is, I actually have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna mention it. So basically, this has performance of like bears, golden roosters, jester, and the god of time, Kronos. I don't know if you know him, do you?
I know Chrono, but Kronos? Yeah, Kronos I do know from the myth, but I haven't heard that name in a while.
So this one's just kind of like a very playful clock. I would imagine it shows up. I don't know, it kind of has a Renaissance feel to it, based on the things that can appear here. So it's just like a little funsy clock. Made in 1530, so quite a while.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinion on this? Yeah. You have an opinion of the Zitgloge clock?
Zitgloge? An astronomical calendar.
Oh, it's Glock, I see. Yeah?
A Glock?
Yeah, Glock is... it means bell. That's at least someone's assumption.
Oh, like a glockenspiel.
Yeah. Would add like zit or zeit on it.
You little zeit... Glock...
Yes?
I have no idea where I was going with this.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm thinking... Albert Einstein. I really like that, because Albert Einstein is literally me.
Oh. You're a genius.
Yeah, No, I'm not a genius. I'm just literally him, so it's fine.
I see. Handsome,
Yeah.
then. You have a rating for this clock? Do you like the funsy aspect of it?
Yeah, I like how Disneyland vibe it's giving, and the association with Albert Einstein makes me want to give it a 4 out of 5.
So basically everyone should just look like Albert Einstein or be associated if they want a high rating from you.
I wouldn't say that. I don't think
You like his mustache?
How you... The mustache?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do
he
you
had
like
a mustache, right.
Yeah, he had like really scraggly hair, I think.
Honestly, if it's iconic, I guess he can keep it on. Like, who am I to judge him? He was so smart. He can be off his rockers. All the smart people are off their rockers, so it's okay.
That's true. It's a thing with them. Alright, so...
a stylistic choice.
Yeah. So that's for the Glog clock. For now, we'll take a little break, and we're gonna do fan clocks. So some people whipped it out, and they took a picture and, you know, sent it for submissions. Some of these you might have seen in, like, the things we already went through, so you might recognize the label. But most of these, I did not know, so... For example, this one. What do you think about this clock? It looks very, like, music-based. It looks very pretty.
It seems kind of clever. I feel like, from the looks of it, it seems like when it reaches a certain time, the clock returns back to its original form, maybe?
Yeah. I wonder if it plays like a tune at certain times of the day. Do you have a rating based on what you think about this clock? Maybe on aesthetic alone?
On aesthetic alone, I would give this... honestly, I'd have to see this in action before I can give a proper score.
Alright, Kyochi, you better send it to the hololive office.
Exactly. You know, just hand over your clock just for research purposes, you know?
Are you able to read the time on this clock right now? Out of curiosity.
Can't really see it. I think it's like 10 o'clock?
I see something at the 12. I think I could feel like there is a 10. I think it's a nice clock, but it looks confusing as heck.
I know. I don't really know what they were trying to do, but the vision is there. I'd give it a 3.
Oh, I see.
3.
A little lower than the Running Man one, I think. Alright, well, thank you for showing us your clock, Kyoji. A little complicated. Might be a little broken looking, but it was a decent... because I can't read the time here, I would give it, like... I don't do decimals, so I'm just gonna give it maybe a 2.5. Because it's not efficient.
Whoa. Oh,
I know.
Whoa.
No offense, Kyoji. I need my, like, time a lot more simplified, if not aesthetic.
That's
Now
actually
this
understandable.
one. What about this one? This looks like it's a wooden clock. Maybe one of those puzzles.
Yeah, it seems kind of, you know, I like the aesthetics. It's very steampunky.
Yeah, and you can kind of read
Except
it.
wood. Yeah, kinda like 531 or 532.
You got a rating for it
No.
then? Since it's a lot easier to read this one.
I would rate this wow. Wow, wooden steampunk out of 5.
Oh. You could also catch on fire. You know, just like your place. You still want to give it a high rating? Crispy.
Wow, be careful out of 5.
I guess for me, if I were to rate this, I would give it maybe like a 3. It looks cool. But I hate clocks that don't show the exact time. I don't want to guesstimate it. So I give you a 3 run. It's a decent clock, you know.
It still has the time, like, you know, in Roman numerals. It still has
Yeah,
like
but I
12,
can't see it
3,
from
6,
here.
9.
I guess so, but nah, I want it more efficient. Maybe like this one's okay. What about this one? This looks like something that you see at a grandparent's home.
I think maybe it's because of the varnish. Like, everything just
probably.
kind of screams old style, which is unique. Definitely
Yes.
unique.
But old.
It's old, but old is
Yeah.
gold. I kind of want to see how the gears would turn. I feel like the gears
see.
would turn for this.
I think they would. You didn't seem to like old Joe, but this one, do you like the oldness of it? Like the feel of it, the ancient wood?
Well, okay, I didn't hate old Joe. I was just pretty neutral about old Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like him because he was old. I didn't like him
Because he was Joe.
because... No, I mean, yes, but like, his name was just too familiar. He was trying too hard, and I didn't like that.
He tried to relate to the people of these days. Well, what about this one then? Out of 1 to 5, since we don't have a name for it, all you have to go is by the appearance of it.
Like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It looks nice, but it's very like kind of basic in a way, as fancy as it looks. So yeah, I think that's a fair rating.
But I've never seen this type of clock before, so I think it looks pretty sick.
Yeah. So this
I have
one.
no clocks at home.
Oh,
Oh,
they're-
yar.
Okay, this one, I kind of like this one because you can actually, like, you see everything clearly. It's not tiny letters. And it has a unique shape. So, what do you think
And
about
it
this
has
one?
Military time, too.
Oh yeah, that's actually really useful. I like that. That's pretty neat. As someone who usually has to think about it.
Yeah, I personally think military time is horrible. Because you gotta do additional math. And
Yeah.
I hate that. I just hate the extra steps, so... but you know, some people love using that, so who am I to judge, right? Like, no hate. I just do not like the concept itself, not the people who use it.
Do you guys use military time? She doesn't hate you though, if you do, so you can like out yourself if you want. What would you rate this one while people are thinking about their 24-hour clocks?
I would rate this actually a 4 out of 5.
Ah! I was thinking the same too.
Oh,
I
wow,
like
we're
the
so
appearance of
insane.
it. Yeah. I don't want to give it a 5 just yet. Simply because I feel like there could be cooler looking clocks, but this is a very unique clock. I like the shape, the wood feel of it. It's probably like not very fragile to just like caress. So, Kaz, you got a very good clock here. I'm very proud of you. Your mother would be very proud. So thank you.
Yeah, you could definitely pretend to be a pirate with that one. What is this?
Yeah. This one. Why would they do this? This one has what looks like a mileage icon, or maybe it's a temperature. I can't exactly see, but this is from
like
Shield.
gauge.
A pressure gauge. It's a barometer or a thermometer, but it doesn't have the Fahrenheit. Not that I can see it from this like view, to be honest. Could be about like the peer pressure they have, or the pressure on your shoulders. What do you think about this one, despite not knowing what it is?
Well, Shield. Where did you...
Oh, it's temperature.
Buy this? Oh, it's from Quartz. Of course it's from Quartz.
Is that like a specific brand? When you said quartz clock, I assumed that it's actually just made out of quartz.
Oh god, no. Then that would be super cool. No,
Yes,
that's
I
I think it's a brand.
Okay.
Well, since it's a quartz clock, I
shows
love the
the
design.
temperature.
But because it's from Quartz, that's a little sad. But then, the little whatever the heck that thing is at the top brings it back up. So I feel like they all kind of cancel each other out. Therefore, I would give this a 3.2 out of 5.
Wow, quite the decimal. Because, hindered by quartz, apparently. For me... maybe... It's a little obnoxious having the thermometer. Like, I guess it could be useful. Not sure how accurate it is, frankly. I would give it maybe a 3.5. I like the design. I like the fact that it tries to be multifunctional. But I don't know much beyond that, so... Good job, Shield. Your clock, average. Above average. What about this one?
I don't think that's a compliment, bro.
No, there's nothing wrong with an average clock. That's a compliment. Not everyone can have like a special one.
I mean, that's true, I suppose.
Yeah. What about this? It's kind of shaped like the little planchette from the Ouija boards. It's fancy looking, kind of looks like a crater in some sections, to be honest.
Looks like an iron.
Oh yeah. Wonder how heavy it is. It's an engine clock. Oh.
It's an engine clock.
What is
I feel like you could smooth out your clothes with this thing.
A rotary? It's car engine stuff. I don't know anything about cars. Is that something that you are into then? Do you like the idea of a car engine clock?
Why would I open up my hood, like the hood of my car, just to check the time when I can just check my phone, though?
Well, what if your phone's dead and you only have like the time left in your car, and it's telling you how long you have left until gas runs out or something?
I'll just find a random stick and then put it on the ground and estimate what time it is.
With a stick.
With a stick, yeah. I'll just
like a sundial?
Pop it up. Like a sundial, exactly.
I see. You carry the timeless methods. You know the ancient ways of finding out the time with nothing but a stick.
I don't. I'm gonna brute force it actually until I figure out how the time is like. But
well, what if there's no sun?
Then I will look at the sun. Wait, there's no sun. Then I guess the world is done for, I guess. What's the point of living my life, I guess?
They're there. At least that won't happen until, like, within 10,000 years, as you have claimed.
Yeah, within 10,000 years, yeah.
So do you have a rating for this then?
This would be... honestly... I don't know what this is supposed to be, so I'd say this is a 3 out of 5.
That's fair. I think for me, it looks cool, but the fact that it's a car engine, and as someone who just... Oh crap, why is my body frozen? As someone who does not care about, Cars, I would give it a 2 out of 5 because it doesn't look that good to me. No offense, I'm sure it's an okay clock seller. As I'm frozen in fear. Yeah, so let's go for the next one.
You can be frozen with me. I've been frozen all this time.
That's true, that's true. It's a fire catching up to me. It finally spread from you to me. So now I'm just like frozen now.
Light the fire.
Yeah, fire, light the fire. This one's kind of neat. It's a Christmas looking clock. Or maybe it's just a random clock they put up on a Christmas tree, frankly. You have any opinions of it?
I like how they decided to make the clock more special by putting a Christmas tree. Or should I say the clock is on a Christmas tree and now it looks even more special. It's just, I feel like it's very poetic. It's like the gift is the time that you have with your loved ones. And I think the message that I decided to bestow on it is so touching that I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Wow, that's the first highest rating you've given, I think. Amazing.
It's just the sentimental value to it.
I see. I believe for me, I would have given it perhaps... I would give it maybe a 2.5.
What the heck? Why?
Because I feel like it's a pretty clock, but I feel like it needs the tree. And the thing with Christmas is that it's only going to be around for like once, you know, like once a year technically, or 1 month out of the year. So as nice as it looks, and as pretty as it is, I think it is technically incomplete. And most people would just forget that it exists until it's Christmas again.
But the thing is, it's only complete with the people around you.
What if you don't have people around you? Then the clock is just there to remind you of your mortality. The animals.
The animals around you. The pets that you have.
But then it reminds you of their mortality rate, because pets don't usually live as long as people.
Okay, the clock is only making you focus about the now. It's making you focus on the present is the thing.
I see,
so
I see.
I don't think that they would have to start thinking about the mortality or the inevitability of death, the heat.
That's very optimistic
explosion.
of you.
I know.
For someone so timeless.
I just hold such fond feelings whenever I see
She
this
loves Christmas,
image.
guys.
It's just, I don't love Christmas that much, mind you. However,
she hates Christmas, guys.
Okay, I didn't say that either. Now you're just putting words into my mouth. But I just think that, you know what I already said. I think it's very sweet having a clock on there.
You know what? I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna let her have some little bit of kindness and light in her life. You're right, Coney. You're right. You're absolutely right.
What am I right about again?
Exactly. What about this clock? This one? Oh, this one's really fancy. I like it. I feel like it's something you put on your piano. What do you think about it? It looks like it has some marble, some very sleek wood. Something you find in what do you call it? Antique store.
This looks like a coffin.
I like those.
They have some really nice coffins, mind you. Like,
yeah,
custom ones too. Very beautiful.
I
This
know.
one looks like a mausoleum once again. However, I like it.
Yeah.
The design, the design is cool, but then it's just that the clock doesn't look any different. The exterior is very beautiful, but then the clock design itself feels
bland,
uninspired,
right?
you know?
It's kind of like taking someone on a date, and then once they whip the clock out, you're like, wow, that was it? Like, kind of like that feel, based on what it sounds like?
Why would they whip their clock out on their first date?
Well, you know, to show it off or something, you know? Like, look at this! Look at my clock! Yay! And then you'll be like, oh, it's a nice clock. Cool. I was expecting maybe like a grandfather clock, but that's cool too, I guess.
Why would they bring around their clogs like that?
You don't?
Like, what are they? Like Peter Rabbit or some? Not Peter Rabbit. The White Rabbit, yes.
Roger Rabbit? Look, Roger Rabbit has a hot wife or girlfriend, okay? Freaking lucky ass rabbit. I should eat him.
Roger Rabbit? Oh, doesn't he have that sexy woman?
Exactly! Exactly. I bet she was okay with him whipping out his clock on the first date. No way that she would stay otherwise.
I don't think he had a clock. Just saying.
Oh, you think that? Well, I guess we can't really confirm it. Frankly, I don't really want to confirm it either.
I don't really know which clock we're talking about at this point. I'm thinking
just like a regular clock, you know? He's a clock connoisseur.
Okay.
Yeah.
A clock connoisseur. How would you know that? You wouldn't know. Like, nobody knows.
It's probably on Wikipedia.
Probably on Wikipedia.
You think I archive everything all by myself? No, there's Wikipedia. But how would you rate this out of 1 to 5?
Wikipedia is a reliable source? Okay, sorry, yes.
That's okay.
I would rate this a 3... No. I'm so sorry. Like a 2.5 out of 5.
She hates mausoleums and coffins, guys.
That is absolutely not true. Yes, continue.
Oh, you like them. For me, I would give it a 4 out of 5. Only reason is because I imagine this might be really heavy, and that would be a pain to carry. Like, it looks fancy. It's the type of clock that I would put on my piano and just forget it exists. And it's just there for decor, for like aesthetics, and that's it.
Yeah. I hope it's heavy. If it's heavy, then maybe
like throw it at someone.
Maybe I'd bump it up. Yeah, I think it's a really good weapon to have lying around your house in case for emergencies. If it's heavy, then I'd change it to a 3.
And then you can say something like, you know, time to die!
Oh man, you are on a roll today.
I know.
What the heck is this?
It's kind of similar to that one clock from the beginning. It looks like it splits apart at a certain time. Frankly, I don't really like these clocks because it just looks so complicated. So I would give it maybe, I don't know, at least a 2.5 to be nice. Looks fancy.
Well, it looks fancy. I like how it has like little gemstones.
Yeah,
whatever that thing is.
But it's like a face coming undone, like one of those robot faces, and they reveal like they're a robot, you know?
Yeah. I would give this a 3 out of
being
5.
kind to Kitsune, huh? What's the time on this?
Or 34.
Alright, we'll just say it's 4:34, but in our hearts, it is whatever rating we have given. Simple! This is a simple clock. What do you think?
It's a simple clock and I can't tell what time it is.
It's 12:47. It is taken on the month of March 23 on a Monday. It was currently... sorry, I shouldn't be reading that into it. It was a little warm in your place there. Assuming this is your clock. Otherwise, you snapped it at someone else's thing. Yeah. It looks like the digits are fading, though.
I know, like, is it the battery or is it due to age? Like, what's going on?
Maybe it aged with them, yeah. Well, what would you rate this then?
Well, I don't really like digital clocks. But then seeing how seeing how it's fading away with time actually makes me feel sad. And it seems like they had this clock with them for such a long time. And for that dedication alone, I feel a little touched. And I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5, even though I don't like digital clocks.
It's very kind of you. I think for me, honestly, I think that's fair of a grade. I like this clock because it's simple, but at the same time, it's not exactly like pretty, so that's the only reason I deduce points for it. Like I would give it a range though, maybe like a 4 even. So Bulb,
oh wow,
your clock is like pretty good. It's informative. Might want to change the battery. If it's actually only based on batteries, that sucks. But you can always get rechargeable batteries, so good job, Bulb. Good clock right there.
I've never used a rechargeable battery before. Oh,
I used to use them. Sorry, I looked at the title of like the who submitted it, and then I looked at the shape, and I misread one of those things.
Okay. Wow.
So this looks like a complicated clock. Probably one goes into the hour, one goes into the minutes, and then one goes into the seconds at the top, I assume. I don't know why they're... Oh, that bottom bit is probably a pendulum.
Oh, now that... I didn't even notice that, but now that you bring it up, it looks... different.
Yes, it looks very, unique.
Yeah, I was just focusing on the 3 wheels, but now that you point that out, that changes my perspective entirely.
Yes. Nothing about this was careless. I think the person who made this was very careful, in fact.
Yes.
So, what do you rate?
Well, I like how innovative the design looks in terms of reading the clock. Because it seems like you can read the clock whatever is inside the box.
Yeah?
So I think it's like 10 and whatever the number is in there.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see. That is actually pretty innovative, despite the shape of this.
Yeah, like I like that. The readability is pretty good. As for everything else, I'm not really sure. I don't know why the pendulum was there. I would give this a 3.
I see. For me, I would give it a 3.5. I think it's unique. I like the fact that the wheels have to rotate and it shows the time in the middle. The only thing I don't understand, I assume the top wheel is just to get the other 2 wheels moving. And I think the middle square should have been larger because like you'd have to really squint about that. I also don't know why there's a pendulum, but the pendulum is freaking funny and I think that's kind of the point of it. So I will give them maybe like a 3.5, I think is what I said. So, Careless Cook! You were cooking. Oh, look at this one.
Oh.
Yeah?
That's so adorable.
Yeah.
It looks antique too.
It looks fancy. It looks heavy too, I feel. At the top, it looks like there's the sun and the moon icon, I think.
Yeah, and it seems like you can carry it around, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. I think for me, I would give this a 5 actually. I don't really like Roman numerals, but aesthetic-wise, it looks really neat for me. I kind of like the moon icon at the top, so that's also kind of why I'm giving it a very high rating, and it also looks perfectly symmetrical. So despite me not liking Roman numerals, it just looks nice. Very even.
Okay, Stanley Kubrick, I see you. All about that symmetry, I see you. Okay.
Yeah.
As for me, I'd give this a 4.1.
Did the existence of your beautiful self in the picture increase the score by any chance?
Maybe. but jokes aside, no. I just think the design is pretty different. The handle is pretty new, and you know, if you want to carry your little time around with you, you can do exactly that.
That's true. You can also use it as a weapon. I do like the handle, actually. I don't know why it's there, but it's nice. This one's a very simple clock. What do you think about this one from Chris Photography?
You know, the two holes on there kind of reminds me of a pair of eyes, and that makes it kind of cute.
Really?
Even though this is an old clock, so I might give this a 3.3.
Wow, very kind of you. For me, maybe a 3. I like the idea that it's old, but I feel like it's one of those clocks that I'll forget exist. To be honest, like I'll pass by it, look at the time, and just like move on. It's nice though. It's a decent clock. Good job.
Yeah, the readability
Chris.
is good.
Yeah. I do wonder about the holes though. That one's a little weird. So we'll take a break from the fan clocks now, and we'll go to the presentation portion once more, so you guys can learn about more clocks.
Yay, education!
Yeah. This one, someone also sent a picture similar to this. It's actually the same thing. Do you know what this is by any chance?
Looks like death.
Yes. This is actually, like a Studio Ghibli clock. This is called Mitali, a really big clock.
Off.
No, it's the same thing, you know, same thing. Actually, it's Ghibli. But it's, I've seen this before at one of, like, the train, pathways. Basically, it shows, like, 4 shows, or it puts on a show 4 times a day. And, like, it just has a lot of shows. I didn't get to see it, though, but it's very popular. And a lot of people tend to flock there just to see what it's happening or doing. Got any opinions on this? Are you a big fan of Ghibli? I don't know, I didn't get to see it. It probably shows, like, characters from the scenes and movies. Like, maybe they just show up, walk across the screen, and that's it.
Yeah, you know, I'd give this a 4 out of 5 for the free shows.
Good point. I also give it a 4 out of 5 because I've seen this in passing. Every time I see it, I think like, oh, I wonder what that is. So it made me curious, and it's very memorable because even I can still remember it. What about this one?
That...
Yeah, what do you think about the appearance of it? Of St. Mark's Clock Tower.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. It's Venetian. Yeah, there's also a legend that they assumed that the person was also blinded after making this.
Well, what is it with everyone getting blinded?
The idea is that like they don't want to replicate the clock after it's built because it's just so pretty. So for this one, it shows us the phases of the moon, the zodiac sign of like that general time frame. But like instead of a bad story, I think like the idea here is that whoever made this, they just pass on the maintenance to their families afterwards. It was also used as a lookout point for ships, so that's neat.
Seems like a rich person's flex, honestly.
True, because they might blind them. Got a rating for it?
You know, it is very beautiful. I would almost want to give it a 5, but then, since it seems like a very obvious flex from a rich person from back in the days, I am kind of overwhelmed with a sense of jealousy, and due to my pettiness, I would bump that down to a 4.
I see. For me, it is a 4.5. Reason being, I like the look of it. It's a little hard for me to see the numbers currently. I think it's there. I think it's fancy. And I like the story of how it's passed from generation to generation so they can keep maintaining the clock. So it's a 4.5 because it is not my clock. It is someone else's clocks.
Yeah, true. But then it's also kind of selfish if you think about it, because this guy requested the clockmaker to build this. And
what if he's like
obviously...
sharing it? You know, like anyone can pass by, glance at the clock, admire it. Or is that still selfish? As someone who also likes to get admired, do you not relate?
No, but it's just that, you know, like the fact that the family has to take care of the maintenance fee and everything. What if the business fell off, or what if the family fell off and they have to pay for it? And then, you know, it's just such a pain when people are gathered around.
Maybe you could sell it.
Maybe you could sell it.
Yeah, it's probably like I guess like a national landmark in a way. So they would probably receive help for it, I assume. So
yeah, and it's also a place to store valuable documents and items. So I feel like I would be pretty stressed out seeing so many people crowded around this beautiful clock tower.
True. Hopefully they have good security for St. Mark's clock.
Hopefully.
This one.
That looks like something from it looks suggestive.
Yes. The name is actually a little bit more simple. There's a certain steak named after it. Well, it's not really named after it, but it's a similar thing. Do you remember the steak name?
The steak name?
Yeah, there's this type of steak, and it has like a
Salisbury steak.
Yes! So this is actually a cathedral clock. This is the oldest clock made in like 1386, possibly. It doesn't actually have a clock face. It just strikes on the hour, so you don't actually know much beyond that. I guess because it's just so old. This was when they were only thinking about time in hours. And that was already an advanced idea. Eventually, they replaced it with something more modern because no one can read anything from here. Do you have a rating for this clock from 1 to 5?
I honestly like how simple it is. Like, just simply striking every hour, right?
Yes, but I don't know how you'd know what hour it is. It could be like 2 o'clock, strike, 3 o'clock, you don't know. So I would personally give it a 1.
I mean, understandable score, but also considering the time, I think it's pretty advanced. However, I do agree that it's kind of pointless if you don't know exactly what time it is. So I give it a 2.
I see. Still a lot kinder than my rating. So that's a Salisbury Cathedral clock. You guys are gonna get quizzed on this, by the way, but it's optional. This one. Just take a gander at it. A tam gander.
Looks like a biblically accurate clock.
So this is a Dara clock. It's actually imported from the UK. It was a gift to people in Dubai. So this is a very big gift, and they chose the busiest area in the region for its placement. This clock has GPS sensors, so it doesn't need to be manually adjusted. Do you have an opinion on this clock? Actually, kind of looks like big legs. It's kind of neat.
It's kind of sick. Like, kind of intimidating, but... Yeah, like the GPS sensors, that's pretty
It's advanced.
nice. Like, it's all automatic.
Yeah. Do you have a rating for it? I like the fact that it looks like it's splitting its legs, and it looks a little bit like a robot to me, and it looks like it's different colors, like some RGB thing. So for me, I would give this maybe like a 4 out of 5, because it looks cool and it looks like it might beat someone up. Or maybe a 4.5 even. Yeah?
I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh! You have very high approval ratings for this one. Nice,
Yes,
nice.
Just kind of reminds me of Evangelion or something.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see it. It's pretty neat. This one, I'll just let you look at it. Maybe look at the symbolism, the icons, the Roman numerals. Yeah, looks like some astronomy stuff.
Yeah.
So after that, this is another cathedral clock. It does have an astronomical clock. So again, it has zodiac stuff, the phases of the moon. There's even a calendar. So at the top of the clock, there's like knights of light and darkness, and they fight each other, which is kind of funny. They dismantled the clock though, but it was rebuilt around like 1923. Do you have an opinion on this clock?
Knights of light and darkness. That sounds.
I know, it's edgy. It's like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's so edgy. I kind of like that. You know what? I'm on my generous spree. I give this a 4 point. Actually, this might be the highest that I'm gonna give. 4.7.
Oh, you know what? For me, I'm gonna give this 5 because it sounds edgy. I just hope I can read the time on it. But I like the idea of like they just have these little figures and they have to fight for the rest of their life just because the clock says to. So, I like it.
So epic.
Yeah? Yeah. This one, very, very pretty. It's really hard to see here though. But what do you think about just the appearance of this majestic building and architecture alone?
In a way, it kind of reminds me of, I know it's not, but it kind of reminds me of Gaudi's design, the architect in Spain, because of the bone-like structures, I suppose, like...
The gothicness?
I suppose in a way, like, I think maybe around the window areas, like... yeah, definitely not for the trims, though. But I do like it from the first glance.
See. So this one, there's actually a closer... Is this the same one? I don't remember. I had to Photoshop this manually. Oh god, I think I messed up somewhere. Where am I? Oh god! Okay, something messed up. That's okay. We'll go back to this one.
Okay.
I don't remember the other one, but I remember this one. So, this looking thing... This is actually a corpus clock. It's actually just known for its little cricket at the top. Yeah, okay, this one is at least correct. This has a grasshopper at the top. And at the top, it just moves its arms forward to grab the gear and then pulls back. So it's kind of like... It just moves. Yeah. What do you think about this insect-based clock? That kind of looks like a Uzumaki spiral.
Oh, yes. Episode 1. Very high quality.
Yeah. Only episode 1.
Only episode 1. But Grasshopper. I kind of want to see how it's like in action before I give it a proper rating. But then, just from appearance alone, I think I would give this a 4 out of 5. I mean, the features that it's promising, they all sound pretty fancy.
For me, it'd be a 2.5, simply because I don't know what the clock looks like. I think it's on that gold thing. I like the grasshopper stuff, but aside from that, I don't know much else. So, yeah. Let's go. Hold up, my gosh. Did I mess this up? Okay, no. This one is really cute. There's actually a candy that's sort of similar to the name.
A candy that's similar to this.
Yes.
What kind of
I don't know
candy
if
are
it's
we
a
talking
Canadian
about?
thing or like a European thing. It's a red bar. It's like a wafer covered in chocolate. I think it's only an American thing. Frankly, I have no idea. I've seen it in Japan though, I'm pretty sure.
A Kit Kat.
Yeah! So, this was made in 1932. I think this one's a clock that people have at least like seen in cartoons, even if they haven't seen it in real life. So like the eyes go back and forth, and the tail also is like wagging. You have an opinion on it?
I actually saw this clock before, which it's very cool, but kind of creeps me out because of the way the eyes move back and forth.
Oh.
If I recall correctly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of intimidated by this clock.
I see.
But it is very animated, which I like. So I would give this a 4.3 out of 5.
Wow, such decimals. I give this a 4 out of 5 because I think it's cute, and it's just like it's silly. It's like stupidly silly for me. So yeah.
Yeah, but like imagine putting this in your bedroom, and as you're going to sleep, this is all you see, and then its eyes keep moving back and forth. But what if one day it's broken and it's just in the center and looking at you as you sleep? I feel like I would be really creeped out.
I used to sleep with like 30 porcelain dolls around my bed growing up.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, that's why I don't think this is creepy. But, you know, I can deal with it. So, next one. It's a very fancy looking clock. So admire its details. I see 2 little cherubs at the bottom there. Some dude at the left, spiral staircase at the right. Very, very fancy.
Oh my god. Looks like a Resident Evil clock.
Yeah. But it ain't
maybe
Resident
not
Evil
Resident
here.
Evil.
Maybe just Resident Cathedral. This is a Strasbourg Cathedral clock. It's actually the 3rd one they had made for them. This was built in the mid 14th century. It has a planetary calendar, which is like that blue-looking thing. Shows the sun and moon's position. Even borders with leap years. And also, yeah, there's also a legend about the guy getting blinded as well.
Stop getting blinded.
It's such a beautiful clock. They couldn't make anything else after.
Like, stop. So many people getting blinded for no reason. Like, chill.
Do you have a rating for this one?
This would be... It's pretty cool. 4.4.
Oh, I see. For me, I would like to watch this clock. Like if I was in a church, having to stay there for those sermons, I'd probably just focus on this clock. I would give it a 5 as someone who had to just put her mind away while attending the sermons. So, yeah.
It would be mesmerizing.
Exactly. More mesmerizing than whoever's talking about stuff, so. This one!
Clock? Oh.
Yeah, it's really hard to see. It's at the bottom right.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is the Cosmo Clock 21. It's in Japan. Largest Ferris wheel. Well, back then. And it has a digital clock. And the ride is 15 minutes. Exactly.
Huh. I mean, the Ferris wheel itself is really cool if it's 15 minutes exactly. I think that's pretty cool. But as for the clock itself, and we're looking at just the clock, it feels it feels a bit uninspired.
It is also
Because-
kind of tiny.
Yeah, it's also just a digital clock. They didn't really do anything with the time itself. It's just a clock that's attached to a Ferris wheel. And I feel like that just, I don't know, it's not very unique. It's not related to the time itself. So I would just give this a 2 out of 5.
Oh. For me, I would give it maybe a 3.5. I don't like the fact that the digital clock portion is so tiny. I feel like they should have made it hug the entire thing. I do like the RGB of the Ferris wheel. I'm just gonna assume it's kind of like the aesthetic of it. The fact it takes 15 minutes though, like once you're on, you're really stuck there. So if you gotta pee, you're doomed. And if something happens while you're riding it, you're also doomed. So that's why I give it maybe like just a 3.5.
Well,
So it's like nice clock,
I'm sure
bro.
that they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna bring like a cup or something. So you know.
Yeah, but
for
what if you need like a whole
drinking.
bucket? I guess it looks like it's near the ocean.
I don't think you can aim it to that side. Is the thing.
But at least you don't have to like deal with the consequences in your own little tiny cabin. Like that's gonna be someone else's problem.
Well, that's why you should bring a cup just in case.
Oh, I just bring a bottle at that point.
A cup, bottle, like maybe you can just get a large, I don't know, Pepsi or something, and then drink everything and be like, oh, I really gotta go to the washroom. Oh wait, I have this large cup in my hand, so you can just go wild, you know?
Lock and load, yeah. I see your point. Good luck
You
to
see
those
my
who can
vision?
aim. Yeah, I see the vision.
Thank you.
I see the future, in fact. So anyone who
Thank
wants to ride
you.
this in Japan, make sure to bring specifically a giant bottle or can of Pepsi. And the last one, since I messed up on one of the other things, check this out. It's very, very pretty. Very pretty.
Yeah, it
And
looks
this
like it's
is-
on fire.
Yeah, just like your place.
Yes, exactly like my place.
So this is Crony's Clock Tower. It's called Chiang Rai Clock Tower. It's in Thailand. Did I say that right? Thailand. Yeah? Anyway,
Yes,
this is made in...
Thailand.
Oh, thank God. This is made in 2008. It's only really good to look at once it's like obviously night, because it has a light show with music. So what do you think about this
Ooh.
clock?
I like how dynamic it looks just with the design alone. And yeah, the light show is pretty cool. Yeah. I do like how the time is incorporated into the design and everything.
True.
I think that's nice. So for that, design and overall, I would give this a 4.
For me, I'd give it a 4.5 because in the morning it's not gonna be like as pretty. It looks nice, I'm sure, but I don't have the shots for it. And at night it's like really pretty and has RGB lights, so that's pretty cool. So that is all for the educational portion. I might have missed the other clocks that didn't have a PowerPoint though. At least I think I did. We do have more stuff, so we'll just keep going for a bit. We won't go through everything, but we'll just keep rating fan clocks. So whip them out. There you go. Look at this. Your favorite.
Oh, Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so happy.
You like the E equals MC squared and all the equations, and if you solve it, it's actually going to be a number that it's meant to be for the time.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I kind of hate it. There is so much math going on.
Yeah, there is.
You know, I did really like E equals MC squared, but then when I saw that you have to solve the time. You don't really necessarily need to solve the time.
Yeah,
but
you can
if you
count.
want to, yeah, if you really want to be smart and stuff, this is an absolute pain in the butt. So I would give this a 1 out of 5.
That's valid, honestly. I would give it maybe a 2.5. I think they tried to make something fun, and I give points for that. But I also do not like math, and I do not want to have to complicate things, even though I know how to count from 1 to 12. I don't want to see math on my clock. So Poncho, your clock, very creative, but only a 2.5 rating creative for me and lower for Crony apparently. But we appreciate
I'm
your
so
clock.
sorry.
Yeah, I think
It's
Albert
a really
Einstein
cool
would like it.
clock.
Yeah. Math bitches would love this. So keep going and keep clocking. You just gotta find the right math bitch. This one, a little simple tiny clock, easily portable.
Why
I
is the
think.
brand censored?
Because it's a brand. It's the maybe an Apple clock for all I know.
Maybe
have
it's
an
a
opinion?
quartz clock.
Maybe. I wonder if it's a loud clock, because like these tiny ones, they tend to have the loud little ticking sounds.
Yeah. I actually remember having a clock similar to this.
Oh.
Like, I think, you know how there's a little bar for the clock hands? Those are usually glow in the dark.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Does that improve your rating of
that's
this?
nostalgic. Yeah, it does actually, because it helps with the readability and all.
Mhm.
So, and also, you know, it's not in Roman numerals, so I
Yeah.
think I would give this a 3 out of 5.
It's also an actual alarm clock, so it's probably super obnoxious when it's ringing.
And reliable.
Yeah. I would give this maybe a 3.5. I think it's a cute clock. It's probably obnoxiously loud. I would probably not be able to sleep with it. I like the glow in the dark possible feature. And I would hate the alarm
Yeah.
sound. So either 3 or 3.5. Decent clock, Daku. I would hate it, but it's a cute clock. This one! It's a fancy one. Got any opinions on it?
It's like Beauty and the Beast kind of vibe.
Yeah. Roman numerals.
I don't really know what the stuff, like those little like circular things are.
I
at
assume
the
they
bottom.
spin. Maybe they spin in
They
like
spin.
360.
If it spins, then maybe I would give this a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I would give it that same rating. I mean, I think it looks nice, but I feel like I might accidentally break it somehow because the glass looks really fragile, and I think my cats would screw it up. So Dark
Maybe it's
Will,
reinforced glass.
maybe. Your clock. It's pretty decent, my bro. Good job. Your mother would be proud. Look at this one.
He's so proud.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one's tiny, actually. You can see like the size of the hand there. So it looks like more of a maybe like a keychain clock or something. It's just so tiny in general.
Yeah, it does seem to be on the smaller side. Then the little pine cone pendulum, it's kind of reminiscent to what I had way
Aw.
back when with the cuckoo clock. So I want to give this a 3.3.
Oh. I think this is cute. I'd give it a 3.5. It seems portable and it's just really cute. And that's it for me for that. So yeah, Dark
Yeah.
Quill. Nice clock, bro. And you got, oh, fancy. Novella nana na mana mana. You got like An ampersand, actually. Actually, no, it's a musical note.
It's a treble clef.
Yeah. You like it?
Oh yeah, it is a treble clef. Yeah, I like the pocket watch. Like, I think it would be really cool if you can take it out too.
I wonder if you could. It does look like it's either a hook or it's just attached to it. I would give this a 5.
I think it is attached to it.
It's just pretty.
A 5?
I like
wow.
Yeah, because I like music. I would put this on a piano. It would match, so I'd give it a 5.
I would give this a 3.5.
Oh, very generous. Durvalana Nana. It's a good clock, bro. Or for Crony, it's like, it's an 8 clock.
That is not your clock.
Oh, I mean, it could be their clock. It's like a sundial looking thing. I think. We don't really have words
like
to go off on.
Yeah,
it's like a rooster
I don't
clock.
really know. Like a Stonehenge clock. That's crazy.
Oh, it could be detached. Nice. I would give this a 2 out of 5. Because number 1, I had to be outside to look at it. And it looks like it's around grass in the middle of nowhere. I also do not know shadows. So, I would not want to bother with this clock. It looks creative though. What about you, Pony?
It's very creative.
Yeah.
I think I agree with your score.
So,
I would also
low
give
rating.
it a 2 out of 5.
The trees look healthy though. Really proud of your trees, Auntie. And like, that's some nice grass. Good one.
Yeah, trees are very watered.
Yeah. That's a very simple but regal clock. Not quartz, I think. And I don't know if the top one is part of the clock or it's another clock, but they also have a temperature in Celsius. Celsius and Fahrenheit. How strange.
Oh, there's Fahrenheit?
I think that's the wait, what is that? Is that the bottom one? The 44 degree one? Because I don't know what the 44 would be. It is 2 clocks? Oh, it's humidity. That makes sense. The number doesn't make sense. The bottom one looks fancy.
The percentage sign. Bottom one is fancy. It's fancy. But I think I would just give this a 3 out of 5.
I think that's fair. I like the bottom one. The top one is just maybe like a 2.5. It's simple. But I don't really pay attention to humidity. So, decent clock, Void. Yeah, got 2 clocks there. People aren't usually like owning that many clocks to show off in one picture.
Exactly.
Now look at this. Ooh, it's strong.
Grandfather clock.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's tall, big, bold, and brash.
What a brazen-looking clock.
Are you into grandpappy clocks?
Honestly, I kind of like this. I kind of dig this. I would give this, a 3.8.
Your decimals are so confusing. I would give this. No, it's fine.
Yes.
You're just like thinking. You're analyzing every single detail. You're like categorizing them onto the exact decimal. I appreciate that. Very
sure.
timely of you. I would give this maybe a 3.5. I like grandfather clocks. It's just that they're so big and heavy that they're impossible to carry alone. So you really need someone to like help transfer it. Also, the bottom looks like it's a very old clock, so maybe it's from an antique store. It's passed down to generations. I like them, but on the efficiency side, there's no way I can own one. So, good clock, Arion. Tell your grandfather that they have a great clock.
So proud of them.
This one's fancy.
This one, yeah.
We only
It
see
has
like
a
the
little
the
moon
face,
thing.
Oh yeah, I like those. I don't know the exterior, however. It could be part of an antique clock or a grandfather clock.
5, 10, 15, 20. Like, I wonder what those are supposed to be. Maybe they spin, like, maybe it's a seconds thing? I don't know.
Maybe it's the date of the calendar. Like it's the first day. Because it goes up to, I think, 29.
Ah!
That's a
Oh
lunar
yeah,
cycle.
if it's just 29, yeah.
I'd give it a 4
Ooh.
out of 5. I don't know the exterior, that's why I'm holding off on a 5. But I like lunar calendars.
This is very... Yeah, I think I'd give it a 4 out of 5. This is like pretty antique, special looking. I kind of like it.
Yeah. That's a pretty good clock. Hold up. Is this actually... Is that IV? Hema thinks that the 4 is actually, like... Just I. But I personally cannot read that.
I.
Yeah, he thinks so. Or maybe he's blind. Oh, the 4 is wrong. Okay. Oh, it depends on when it was made. Okay. So, depending on the century a clock is made, the Roman numeral for 4 has changed. Apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. I did not know that. Fancy. Simple, but fancy. Any opinion?
This... It looks... I don't know if that's like rusted or...
Or like plastic with the jewels.
Yeah. I do like how fancy it looks, and it's very straightforward. Maybe... A 3 out of 5.
For this one, if it's plastic, because I can't tell. Whenever I see those fake little gems, I assume that they're like the cheap bejeweled kind. If it's plastic, I'd give it a 2.5. But if it's like hard, a hard metal or whatever this is, I would give it like a 3 or a 3.5. It could range between those two. So yeah, it's pretty decent. I like the fact that it kind of looks like a face at the top. Like a Cthulhu looking thing.
Oh, yeah, like, you know, it has like a little bit of a jewel at the top and then a pair of eyes.
I just want to see the feel, like, if it's a real jewel.
Like a Lovecraftian vibe. Oh, this one's cool.
Yeah. Looks kind of like a bug, too, in a way.
Yeah, I think that's intentional. It looks like a... Yeah, it does look like a beetle.
It looks like there's flowers at the 12, 3, 6, and 9, I think. Or maybe they're just like splotches? I thought they were dandelions at first. I cannot tell. That's a beetle
This is
clock.
actually pretty awesome.
It looks like it's portable.
Yeah, like... Honestly, I might want to get this.
Oh, it's rust.
Like...
I see. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd give this a... I almost want to give it a 5.
What's stopping you?
Because I didn't give 5 for anything else. Yeah, you know, a 4.8.
Oh, I see. For me, I'll give it a 4.5 or a 4 out of 5. Reason being that I think it's cool. Like, I've never seen a clock like this. But as someone who would like want to own these things, probably, I'd want it to be in a newer condition, which is kind of impossible for antique stuff. So it's not because there's an issue with the clock, it's just a condition. This particular clock is in. So Iki, make sure to take good care of your clock. Don't let it rust. Oh yeah, this is the same one from the Ghibli thing. So this is just a daytime version of it. You see like the little nooks and crannies at the right and the left. Ghibli characters would show up there and move around and do little shows. So this is from Ingram. And I think we already rated this clock. Unless this changes your rating.
We rated
now.
this a 4.
Yeah. Nice clock, bro. Thank you for sharing the clock. And I don't know what the regulator is. Maybe it's like a metal band. But this is from Zippo.
Wonder... Okay, it's not quartz.
That's her condition.
it really screams quartz when I see this design, but I'm surprised that it's not. It just doesn't scream very unique, is the thing. The fact that I said that it screams quartz means that I don't have an exactly high opinion of this. I would give this a 2 out of 5.
I see. For me, I would give this a 1.5. The only reason because it screams like retirement home clock. No offense, Zippo. It's just that it reminds you of something that grandfathers would have in a retirement home. There's just something about the shape of it.
Quartz clock. Yeah.
It is a quartz clock.
No. I'm saying like retirement home clocks. Quartz clock.
No, there's nothing wrong with your clock, Zippo. It's just a little like old school in my amazing eyes.
Yeah.
But don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Just like flaunt it around a retirement home. There's gonna be people who appreciate that. Hopefully they're still alive.
I mean, like, in just a few years, you're gonna fit right at home.
yeah. And you know, women love mature people with clocks. So
exactly. You gotta grow into the retirement home clock.
Yeah. You like the 401k and like whatever old retirement funds there are. I just love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. This one. Well, we already know the dolly clock, but it's nice seeing it for realties now. So thank you for your dolly clock, Epi. And then we'll make this the last one, since we have gotta do stuff. This is a fancy-looking cage of a clock.
Ooh,
and it looks like it has
a
little
winding... Yeah, it has the winding key.
Is that to open it, or to like make sure it's still working?
I think it's to make sure it's still working, cause like...
I see.
Yeah, cause like you gotta turn the gears and everything. Yeah, and you gotta do it regularly to make sure that the clock keeps working. But this is pretty antique. I actually really like this. 5 out of 5.
Wow! Saving the 5 for the finale. Nice. I could give it a 5 out of 5. It does look antique. It looks interesting. Would have it on my piano, and that seems to be a big criteria for me. Whether it's serving on my piano.
I've heard that several times already. Like, oh yeah, I'd love to have it on my piano.
You can't help it, bitches love piano. Alright, well, that is our whipping out the clocks and rating it stream. What did you think, Crony? Did you have fun seeing all kinds of clocks? Big, small, old, young, and so on. Rusty or not rusty?
It was really educational. I'm actually surprised that you brought out all the, educational clocks into the picture. So I feel like I've learned.
Yeah, of course. That's what we're here to educate people about clocks.
Yeah.
I think I just wanted to do the stream for the sake of it. No.
No, it's all about that education. But also, I really
Yeah.
liked how everyone's clocks have so much character and personality, or lack thereof, and maybe needs a little bit more improvement. But you know, like I said, it's very interesting to
Well,
see
yeah,
different types.
people are at different stages of clock management. You have to let them grow into it, you know, and then they'll
Exactly.
they'll take care of it. Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to promote? Whether you're doing it today or next week or whatever, Connie? Are you good?
Well, you know.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I'm not homeless anymore. Oh, let's go. Anyway.
Yay!
Yay! I can finally go back home. Anyway. So, in just a few hours, I'm going to be having my outfit reveal. It's gonna be exciting. Yay. I'm so happy.
I can't wait to see it. I've seen the predictions. Looks very moe moe kyun. So we'll go ahead and raid into that. I know it's not starting until like later, but you know, just so you can prepare for it and see what the silhouette is like, I'll be sending people over there. Thank you for looking at clocks with me. I hope you had a great time.
Yeah, thank you. Like
No
this
problem.
was so cool. We're just like shooting the shoot, and it was good. It was a chill
Yeah.
time. Thank you.
No problem. Alright, that's it for the clock stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And whenever. Until then, Shiori, bye bye.
Shiori.